Sports Nights with Jorge.
All right, sports fans, welcome to Sports Night with Jorge once again. Just a quick update here. I was looking at actually the Miami Dolphins injury report, guys, and it's climbing up every second, every minute, if you want to say it, before game time. Once again, if you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead, subscribe. Once again, I hope you guys are having a lovely weekend. Sports fans, Dolphin fans, fins up. Listen, I'm gonna give you my actual report of the Miami Dolphins. Their injury report did elevated two players from the practice squad, and that was the kicker, which we all knew, the kicker Riley Patterson, and also we got what's his name, Jeff Wilson Jr. also. So that's a good thing. Hey, Cap for Life, thank you for joining in. Kane's up us. All right. Good score. Listen, I don't have concern with the Miami Dolphins on the defensive side. My worry is the offensive side, guys. Why? Because the reason Daniel went down with an injury, ankle injury. Don't say I don't trust Keon Smith, okay? I really do, guys. I mean, who knows, right? What could happen in this game. It's a crucial game for the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to tell you why. Not worried about the defensive side. Why? The reason why, because I think our defense will pressure Jones. I think Mika will have probably a couple of interceptions. Main concern is stopping Jones on the run. You put pressure on Jones, you're going to have more interceptions than what you actually think. So, I do see the offensive line right side, even though we have Austin Jackson back. Man, that's what I'm worried about. Now, we need to run the ball, and I think we are going to run the ball. I think we have great running backs. I mean, with Jeff Wilson signing him from the practice squad, because we were down but two running backs, and Achane is still injured, believe it or not. He's playing, but he has also injury. Dolphins have a total of 14 players injured for week 1, even though it says full participation, but they're in the injury list. So that's one thing that we have to really be concerned about, more about the offensive line than the defense. I'm not worried about the defense, guys. I think we'll put pressure on the Colts. I think we are going to have a great year. I don't know. I feel very positive about it. Now, we have to look at the concern of the injuries, right? Because here we go again. We start the season, and, man, we can't healthy. I mean, and I know Miami's not the only team with injury, guys. I understand that. But Miami is actually second in the league. 49ers are first in the league with injuries. We're second. So we just got to stay optimistic. Hopefully everything goes well on Sunday tomorrow. I will go live at 12:45. I'm only going to do the first two half so I could join the other guys in the chat. So, listen, let's get right to it. I'm going to show you the actually injury list for the Miami Dolphins entering this game. Even though Devontae Achane, full participation, he'll be playing. He still has the injury, okay? Ethan Bonner, he'll be out. Elijah Campbell, knee, full participation. Now something came out there that he could be partly questionable. Then we have James Daniel, our guard, ankle. Now he's questionable. Now he's ruled out. Okay, Antoine Davis, which I heard he was going to play. Now I heard that it's a game time decision. Then you got Storm Duck, hip, full participation. But you see, look at these injuries. Even though they're playing, they're full participation, but they still have the injury. The one that really got me was the wide receiver, Eckridge, concussion. Now he's ruled out. Julian Hill, tight end, shoulder. He is our starting tight end. I'd rather have Connor than him. Don't know about you guys, but I'd rather have Connor. Then we have Tyreek Hill. Even though he has the oblique, he's still going to play in the game. Austin Jackson told he's still going to play in the game, full participation. Uh, Infantatu, the safety, Malafu, he also going to play. But you see, these guys got injuries. That's all I'm saying. They got injuries. They're playing with injuries. Then you get Dante Trader, hamstring, but participating in full. He'll be ready. And then Darren Walker, guys, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm trying to stay very positive. I'm not saying he's a good player or a bad player. When you come out of retirement and get your body back on track, especially in the NFL, to get back in shape, it takes a while. Now, we just don't know his situation right now. All we know is just a hip, right? So I will not suit him up anyway, regardless, even though he's going to be out, because he hasn't played football for a while, over a year. And then we have Jaden Wright that's not going to come back, 2 or 3 weeks from now? He's out. So I'm glad that the Dolphins did sign from the practice squad Wilson Jr., who did play with us. And listen, it might look scary, but I think Miami will come out with a victory because of their defensive side. So let me know what you think in the chat. I know we got Dolphin fans out there. I know this happens to the Dolphins every year, basically, when the season starts. They can never have a healthy team starting a season. But I still believe, guys, that they could, win this game. I know they're going to go into an environment because of the owner passing away, Ursay. But that could go both ways, guys. It could go both ways. Some players are pumped and some are not. So, but listen, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to try to get together with some of the guys, especially on the Dolphin side, to get together and have, live podcast and, live, so you guys could join in. Hopefully I could do that. But for me, the key to victory for this team, I'm going to tell you, defense and offense. In the offensive side is run the ball, protect Tua, and try to minimize the flag, the error, the mistakes. Okay? This is something that we're going to have to work on game day. Try to get away from all this mess that we do, that McDaniel does sometimes, and these false starts and holding and yeah, we know Julian Hill will be the tight end. So that's one of the concerns that came out. But I'd rather give Connor the chance and opportunity. I know this is the National Football League and things happen, but those are my 3 key of victory for the Miami Dolphins. Run the ball, protect Tua, and eliminate mistakes. On the defensive side, I'm not concerned as much, but one thing, pressure. You got to pressure the quarterback. Okay, that's the number one thing. Stopping Taylor, the running back. That's number 2 thing. Okay? My concern when they go man-to-man coverage. That's something that we haven't talked about. But if the pressure comes up front, I'm not worried about that, guys. I think the Dolphins should have an advantage on the defensive side. Now, the Colts got a good defense. You guys don't think so, but they do. Their front are very good, guys. So we have to be careful, protect Tua, okay, run the ball. I think that's going to help a lot. And let me tell you, the key player for me in this game is going to be Waddle. Even though we got Tyreek Hill, I want to see Waddle. I want to see Waddle get, because, man, that kid, man, or what you want to call him, man now, because he's a man. He was a kid when he was young with the Dolphins. I mean, if he could stay healthy, man, open up the offense, run the ball, play action pass, Tua, protect, once again, the right side. So it's a lot of things that we have to look for that game tomorrow. So now I know we have fans there. I know you guys are excited. You guys can't wait. I sure can't wait, man. I can't wait till 1 o'clock gets here. And like I said, put on the cleats, the helmet, and let's battle and fight and win this division. Now, this game, like all the games, I'm gonna say it again, guys. It's an evaluation for me. Like Dirk said it from Frozen Finn. If you haven't checked his channel, go check his channel. He has a great channel. Also, Aqua Veil has a great channel. Yeah, I'm excited too, buddy. And my thing is, you have to execute. Miami needs to execute their game plan. No questions asked, man. I just don't want McDaniel really. I mean, this game right now, actually, I felt good about it, but now with all these injuries that I pulled out, with Ethan Bonner, and I said, what in the world happened here now? But once again, not the defensive side I'm not worried about. The offensive side is what I'm worried about. And I still believe that we could actually win this game, go home, face New England. One thing I also want to say that I'm trying to tell everybody, all the Dolphin fans and podcaster, Miami should not be looking ahead for Game 3 against the Buffalo Bill. Take it one game at a time. Because if you're waiting for the Buffalo Bills, listen, don't do that. Don't do that, because teams are sometimes do that. Focus the first game tomorrow, then go home and you got to face the New England Patriots, and then take your shot on Thursday Night Football. And remember, too, they're playing, 4 games? The rest, 4 games? They play Sunday, and then they got to be in Buffalo on Thursday night. That's going to be tough, too. So that's something just to think about. Hey, Frozen Fan, how you doing, buddy? Good evening, man. I just mentioned your channel. So, listen, be sure that you guys go to these guys' channels. They're amazing guys. Their knowledge of football. So that's one of the concern that I really have for the Miami Dolphins tomorrow. It's the right side. Man, they got 14 players. Even though I look at the injury list, but they got 14 players. They're playing with injuries. And this is something that, I took the time to look at and I said, wow, this is not good. I'm glad they got a running back from the practice squad, Wilson Jr. Not too comfortable with the tight ends, guys. I'm not too optimistic with the tight ends. Julian Hill's going to start, Yes, they start the 3 first game with division rivals. That is amazing. That happened to Pittsburgh at the end of the season a year ago. They face everybody at the end too. That you see, this is something that Miami cannot look ahead to the Buffalo Bills. Miami has to take this one game at a time. Concern on the offensive line. Once again, I'm not worried on the defense, man. I'm not worried. But the offense now, I am worried because of Daniel's injury. Our guard went down, and Keenan. I'm not saying that. These. Not that you trust these players. I mean, I do. I mean, I'm a positive person. Anything can happen. I mean, I'm just going like Frozen Finn said. Doug said, it's a game of evaluation. You evaluate this team week to week. Okay. A-Chain is not 100%. He's going to play, but he's not 100%. So it's a lot at stake for the Dolphins, to be honest with you. On game 1. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot for them. I mean, to go in there with this injury. By the way, Miami is second? And I said it earlier. Miami is second in the league with the most injury, followed by the San Francisco 49ers. They're number 1 in the league as the season starts. So, and I'm staying positive, man. I'm staying positive. I want to encourage all Dolphin fans, man. Just wait till we get there. I listen. I understand, the death of Irsay and what happened, and they think the team's going to be pumped up and all that. And listen, that's fine. Once again, I said that earlier. That could go both ways. I have fans that really don't like the guy, like Dirk said one day on this program, that you come to play football. Things happen. You're sorry it happened, but there's a battle. There's a battle there, right? So you gotta win. Okay, it's your first road game. Tua is undefeated, by the way. 4-0 as a starter, so that's a good thing. Anything can happen. I mean, I'm really positive, but I'm worried on the offensive line. That's all I'm worried about, the offensive line. I don't know what Dirk thinks about it, but I do, guys. I'm worried on that right side, even though we have Austin Jackson back. But once again, he's not 100%. You're gonna have players playing this game at 60%, 70%, not 100%, with injuries. That's what I'm worried about. So, what do you guys think? I mean, are the Dolphins really taking a risk, or they have no choice, which they probably don't because that's what they have in their lineup? I mean, it's not easy, guys. It's not easy. But I do see a win for the Dolphins, and I'll tell you why. Because I think it's going to be the defense is going to win this game. Here's another thing, the kicker. We haven't talked much about the kicker, right? We've been with Sanders for so many years. We love Sanders, right? So basically, he's 100%. How good is this kicker? Does it come down to a field goal? Does it come crunch time? Can he kick that field goal? See, I'm worried about that too. And that'd be amazing to see what happens. I mean, first time Dolphin uniform, practice squad. Hey man, you're here because of Sanders, and see what you could bring. Sanders could hit you a 50, 55-yard field goal, 52-yard field goal. I was watching his field goal rate, and not good, not bad, but it just worried me if it comes to that conclusion, right? If it's a field goal try to win the game, so. Yeah, I believe so too. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to stay positive, man. I mean, I'm not changing my mind on this. I mean, I believe the Dolphins should win this game. I mean, I'm not saying they're not going to win it. I think if you look at it on paper, they're better than the Colts. But don't fall asleep on the Colts defense up front. They're not as bad as you think they are. And I saw that and I said, wow, But let's see what happens. Like I said, I'm excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to for the game to start tomorrow. Can't wait for the opening kickoff. Full swing of NFL tomorrow. And like I said, let's see what happens. I mean, let's wait. Because that's all we could do. Wait to see what happens and take it from there. Because I do believe, man, I do believe they have a chance, man. They have a chance of the AFC East. I think they have a chance to win that title. I really do. I really do. But main concern is stay healthy, right? You got to stay healthy. Hey, Carlos, how you doing? Stay healthy and be optimistic about it. So I just can't wait, guys. I don't know about you guys. I mean, I just feel that. I mean, when I saw this injury list, I almost flipped. I said, "What in the world?" And I'll bring it back again on the board here. Man, I was looking out for Ethan Barner because I want to see him play. Now Ethan Barner is out. And that was crazy for him to see him play. I said, man, come on, let's give this guy a chance again. So then you got Storm Duck with a hip injury. And he participated, and he has a hip injury. So, but look at this list. This list don't look too good, man. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, besides, Darren Waller and Jalen Wright, I mean, I already knew that Darren Waller retired from football. It was going to be difficult for his body to take the beating that he was going to take in this game. I'll be honest with you guys. So maybe the best case scenario, we have to wait and see what happens on Sunday. What are we expecting on Sunday? But that is a big list for me. Once again, I hope you guys having a lovely weekend, man. Having fun on the weekend, and which I did. I was watching college football today, by the way. And I saw that Cap for Life just told me Canes up 7-0. Yeah, I'm rooting for the Hurricanes too. Hopefully they could get close to the national championship. That'd be nice. Yeah, me too. And that's the issue there. You see, that's the issue. We're back to the drawing board, right? We don't want to use the injury excuse, and that's what's going to happen. And hopefully it doesn't happen. But that's especially the media. I care less what the media said. I mean, right now I saw ESPN picks on the Dolphins. You know what? That's your opinion. It doesn't bother me. I just think Miami's better than. I think Miami is what second best team in the AFC East, of course, in their division. I think they're better than New England. I think they're better than the Jets. Might might have a little slight edge against Buffalo because Buffalo, man, I saw their injury too. That's no joke either. You know, this is where I think Miami could take the advantage and run with it. But starting the season this way, guys, I mean, I don't know. I didn't lose any hope. I mean, it sounds like I'm negative, but I didn't lose any hope. I just feel they could take advantage of this and take off with the AFC East. But it starts by being healthy. So, but you know what? I forgot. You got the yellow duck. You told you told Frozen Finn about the yellow duck. Yeah, maybe the yellow duck will give us a good luck on Sunday. Who knows? I believe so. I mean, like I said, Miami should win the game. I'm sorry. I know it sounds like wow. I think they should. I think they're better than the Colts. I'll be honest with you. They are better than the Colts. Jones don't scare me. I mean, we're talking about Jones. Yeah, he's mobile. Yeah, Jones could throw. You put pressure. It'll be a field day for the safeties and the corners. Yeah, I saw the jersey. We need to get him a cap. I know you told me his head measurement, so we got to get him a cap. Yeah, I just came up pretty quick up here to tonight before the game tomorrow. I got to wrap up some scores for the NCAA college football. A lot of ranked teams. I think I'm gonna say Florida State lost. I think today against Florida after beating Alabama. Another upset, I think it was. I gotta check and see because I haven't checked the. Let me see something here. I know you're not into college football, but let me see here. Was it Florida State? Who was it? They just I just saw an upset a few minutes ago. All right, let me see. Give me a second. I'm looking at it. No, it wasn't Florida State. It was who was it, man? God, Miami's up 21-0. What a blowout. Oh, the Florida Gators are up 16-15 with 22 seconds. And South Florida's right there to if South Florida score a touchdown, they'll upset Florida Gators, who rank 13th. That's crazy. Oh, it's too big? Oh, okay. Wow. There's some good college football tonight. Miami's up 21-0. You know what I need to get? I need to go to my moderator and get the channel there so everybody can come live and join the live chat. I forgot to do that. I got to get used to that too. See, I'm like Dirk. I'm learning all this, man. I do got my new scoreboard ready for tomorrow, by the way. There it is right there. I got that set up for tomorrow. Hopefully that would That would work. Wait, let me get back over here. Sorry about that, guys. Let me get back over here. Man, and today I was hearing, which I know you don't want to hear from other podcasters, but there's a lot of people wishing bad for the Dolphins. Sweet, oh my, where to go? So you are going to the Chargers game against the Dolphins? Because I'm going to the Atlanta game with my wife, hopefully in October. I mean, who knows? It depends how things goes. Let me get this out of the way for a second, and here we go. Sorry about that. Hey, how you doing? Tough loss last night for the Chiefs. Okay, you are all right. Yeah, I'm going to the Atlanta Falcon game. Hopefully, we'll be undefeated by then. But who knows? Who knows? Thank you for the hearts. But yeah, like I said, I mean, who knows, Graham? I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. Anything can happen. That's all I can say. Anything can happen. Well, that game was good. Laurie, that game was good. Okay, I know the defense is what really. Yeah, it was tough. I mean, but the defense last night for the Chiefs, I don't know what happened. I'll be honest with you, but they also missed the 2-point conversion a couple of times in that game. So that game was good. That game was good. I mean, it's a divisional game. Yeah, I saw that too. Well, let me tell you the ticket price. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Atlanta Falcon game is like 150, and that's probably on the end zone. To be honest with you, I was checking already. It depends what side of the field you want to be in. Yeah, but last night Patrick Mahomes was running for his life, but he was running too. He was making some good first downs, and the Chargers were missing tackles too. But let's see tomorrow the Dolphins play. So yeah, he was like I said. You gotta give credit where credit's due. It's two divisional teams that were playing, so it happens. That's part of sports. I mean, it's only one game. They're only 0-1. There's still 16 games to go. So I mean, the season is young. The only thing is you do want to start on a fast start. On a winning note. I tell that to everybody. That's what you want to do. You want to start off in a good winning. Now you go back home and you face another good team, then you have a better chance. Well, that's not bad at all. 100 for 2 tickets, man. I wish I could say that. Not in Atlanta. Well, I guess it's because they got a new Atlanta dome, the new dome down here. So, by the way, I'm like 4 hours away from the stadium, 4 to 5 hours away from the stadium. So I still got to drive to get there by 1 o'clock. I think the game's at 1 o'clock, which I hope they don't change the time. 'Cause sometimes they change 4 o'clock. Then I won't be able to do because I don't like driving at night. I'm not a night driver. My wife does. My wife likes driving at night. I don't like to drive at night. And don't say it because I'm old. So, oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. All right, so we have Florida lost. Number 13 ranked lost to USF. Wow, 18-16. That's the final. So another ranking team went down. Let's see what happened when the ranking comes out on Monday. Yeah, but like I said, I'm excited, man. I can't wait. I can't wait for tomorrow. I mean, it's our first game. I can't wait to see the Dolphins and getting that uniform, get it dirty, and beating the Colts. Yeah, that's me too. I don't like driving at night. I don't. I'm not a night driver. Now, that doesn't mean I can see. I just don't like it. I think the night for me is to sleep. That's not to drive. But if I had to go to Atlanta, depending what time the game starts, it says 1:00, but it could change. Yeah. So what time is that Charger game, Aquavale? Is it an afternoon game or is it a 1:00 game? I think ours is 1:00, but like I say, it could change as it get closer. They like to change games because of the revenue and the commercial and all that stuff, and pick up the good games that's going to play for the week. That's what the NFL does. Oh, 1 p.m. Okay, so that's not bad. That's not bad. I gotta check mine, so I hope it doesn't change. Like I said, I hope it doesn't give me a different time. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I just can't wait for tomorrow, man. I really can't. I mean, I can't wait for tomorrow. See what happens. You know, the road of victory for the Dolphins. If they could, I think it's gonna be a good game. Everybody thinks it's a blowout. I think it's gonna be closer than when you think. I mean, now with his injuries, I draw back a little bit. Now that I don't trust, I don't believe. I just draw back a little bit. I think the score is gonna be closer than what you think it is. And I could be wrong because the defense could go wild on the Colts because of their hype, because of their owner. But who knows? Yeah, there you go. I just heard my phone say upset alert. Hey, what's up, buddy? Thanks for joining in. So we got Miami up 21-0 over Bethune Cookman. So it's early in that game too. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm excited for tomorrow's game at 1:00. Like I said, I'm gonna be live. I'm gonna try to be here like 12:45, 15 minutes before, uh, and do the first, like I tell you, the first half of the game, second half, and then I join Dirk. I'll probably join you too, because there's gonna be a lot of Dolphin contact out there putting the game. Oh man, thank you so much, man. You take care. I'll see you tomorrow, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow. You have a nice one. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, guys. I mean, if you just joined in the chat, we're talking about the Miami Dolphins playing the first game tomorrow in Indy at 1:00. So we talk about injury report and all that. So hopefully the Dolphins could take a victory home before they head home against the New England Patriots. So, and then they have I think it's back-to-back home games. No, back-to-back home games. Then they play the. And like I said, we had good games starting the season. The first game we saw the Super Bowl champions beating the Cowboys. I mean, let me tell you, you gotta give credit to the Dallas Cowboys guys. They traded Michael Parsons, and listen, they didn't need him. They didn't miss him. They played pretty well to actually win that game. Of course, they fumbled the red zone, and then you had C.D. Lamb drop a couple of passes, and that's what hurt the Cowboys. But overall, man, the Cowboys looked pretty good. To be honest with you, I was really impressed how they compete. They had 41 points in the first half. It was 21-20, the Eagles, and then in the second half, it was only 3 points scored by Philadelphia, and it was all defense. So Now, let me tell you, Saquon Barkley didn't get 100 yards. And I said it, if they could hold Barkley under 100 yards, they had a chance. And they did hold him. And they had a chance in the game. But CeeDee Lamb dropped two key passes, man. And then we'll be talking a different story about this game, the first game of the week on Thursday night. And, of course, Chief fans, like I said, don't get upset. You face your rivalry. You face the Chargers. I mean, once again, you're in Brazil. It's tough to go overseas and play these kind of games too, and that's to the both ball clubs. So, but a good game. I mean, good game overall. It wasn't a blowout. It wasn't. It was a competitive game. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. So I mean, it's gonna be a good season, guys. I think from the beginning, 2025 all the way to 2026, because of course that's the end of the Super Bowl. I think we're in for a good season. A lot of good teams are gonna come out, from the cellar and surprise a lot of these NFL teams. There's a lot of competition out there this year. I believe so. But thank you once again, those that have subscribed and joined into the channel. And if you haven't subscribed, tomorrow I'll be going live at 12:45 till halftime, and then halftime I'll be jumping on my other content creators. I'll try to get everybody caught up and everybody watch their video, enjoy their podcast. So I hope you guys having a lovely weekend, guys. A nice weekend. What's left already tomorrow, Sunday, then back to work on Monday. So, but yeah, it's gonna be, like I said, I think it's gonna be a great game. I think it's gonna be a competitive game, but I still believe Miami will come on top. But once again, I'm concerned of their injuries. That's all I'm concerned right now. And of course, any NFL team that starts the season, they do have them, but Miami is just they can't find a way to have a team that could go in week one and say, hey, man, we're healthy enough to win. Now, 2 or 3 injuries, that's fine. But 14 players, that's a lot, guys. That's a lot. But I'm gonna try to stay positive, guys. That's all I can say. And girls, by the way. But tonight, I'll be checking you guys' podcast tonight. I got to catch up on a lot of people, too. I was doing that today, by the way, but I was a busy guy today. So, one channel I want you guys to check, too, it's the Matt Greek, Fin Spin, great channel also. And also check Frozen Fin, man. Great analysis, great. The guy's on point. He knows his sports. You got Aquavale also. Great. He's a gamer. He plays game, and he also does the Miami Dolphins. So he does good, football contact and all that. So just subscribe to their channel, man. Don't, and you got Cap for Life also. So you have great channels out there. Great. And I also joined Ace Per Head. Great also. He also brings a good NFL contact. So, content, sorry. And I mean, you just gotta be a sport person to to join us. Sometimes I understand people don't like sports, and that's okay on my end. This is fun. This is my first year doing it. Actually, my second year. I started the first year, but I started with baseball and all that. So I decided to make the Miami Dolphins and do all the sports. That's why I think it's kind of hard for me to do, because I do all sports. I do the Florida Panthers. I do the Orioles, which I stopped doing the Orioles because they are in last place and they're not winning. And not because of that, also because they also have 21 players injured in that baseball team. Then we got the Florida Panthers, the hockey team, won back-to-back Stanley Cups. So I'm doing them this year also. So sports is wide open, guys. Wide open. That's all I can say. Wide open. But thank you once again, those that have joined into the channel. Probably be here another 30 minutes or so. If you haven't subscribed or joined the channel, go ahead. Be sure you hit the like button as you walk in. Leave any comments if you want to leave any comments. I know sometimes people don't like to talk in the chat, but that's fine. After this is over with, you could leave a comment and I'll respond to you as quick as I can. So, well, I guess Bethune-Cook just hit a field goal, so Miami's up 21-3 in the second quarter. So, let me give you some early college college football. Wow. We have number 24 Texas Tech 62-14 over Kent State. We have Indiana 23 beat Kennew State 56-9. Look at these scores. Well, I think the record for the Miami Dolphins, I picked them up at 12-5. Due to the injury, the closest I see them 11-6. It's going to be tough. That division is wide open. The AFC East, and when I mean wide open, a team that could probably surprise us out of that division, probably the New England Patriots because of their head coach. But I think Miami, Buffalo, and New England. The Jets, I think they're still in the rebuilding mode. I think they'll stay down there in the cellar. But who knows, man? Who knows? I think it's going to come down to who has the most injury. To be honest with you, I mean, injury I know is part of the NFL, right? We know that. Some people sometimes say, man, George, you always talk about injuries. Okay, I understand. But if you have these players in your team and they're not injured and they are your starting players, your mindset when you have a backup player, you say, what in the world? I mean, can I trust in these backup players? Well, give a guy a chance, give him an opportunity. I'm not saying you can't, but it's not the same thing. It's like somebody told me today about Xavier Howard. Oh, my God, he's for the Colts. Listen, with all respect, I love Xavier Howard, but he's not the same Xavier Howard. I mean, you're going to deal with Tyreek Hill and Waddle? You're going to have a bad day, buddy. That's the way I see it. All right, let me go number 19, Texas A&M 44 against Utah State 22. We had Baylor upset SMU 48-45, and that was in 2 overtime. This is college football I'm talking about now. We have Iowa State 16, Iowa 13. That was the final. We have Florida State 77, East Texas A&M 3. That is a blowout. Illinois, ranked 11, beat Duke 45-19. And we have Texas, number 7, beat San Jose State 38-7. We have Penn State beating Florida International 34-0. And we had Florida upset, South Florida upset Florida Gators 18-16. And we have Tennessee beating Eastern Tennessee State 72-17. We had Ole Miss beating Kentucky 30-23. You have Oregon beating Oklahoma State 69-3. We had Ohio State beating Grambling 70-0. Georgia beat Austin P 28-6. Then you got Alabama just scored a touchdown. They're up 7-0 over Monroe. And you have Oklahoma over Michigan 7-0. That's all early in the first quarter. Mississippi 7-0 over Arizona State. That's also in the first quarter. So all these games are early. LSU 7-0 over Louisiana Tech. And then you have South Carolina State and South Carolina 0-0 and Miami up 21-3 with 1:25 remaining. First and 10 at the BCU 24-yard line. And we had Utah beating Cal Poly 35-6, and that's in the third quarter. So full swings of college football, by the way, guys. So, but I'm excited. I just can't wait for the season tomorrow, guys. That's all. I can't wait for tomorrow. It was a good Thursday night, a good Friday night. Now we need a good Sunday. So, all right, let me do the Miami score here. Miami. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. But once again, if you have not subscribed to the channel, hit the thumbs up, like button as you come in. So, like I said, anything can happen, man. Football, anything can happen. It's just going to be a year of surprises. And if you're a Dolphin fan, get ready for a good ride because I still believe it's going to be a good season for Miami. And if you just came in, I gave you my three things that needs to happen in this game. The Miami needs to do: run the ball, protect Tua, and eliminate penalties on the offensive line. Defense, I have nothing to say. Just stop the run, put pressure, because we need to have some sack on Daniel Jones. We need to put pressure on him regardless. So, now I haven't asked anybody for your predictions or your scores, but if you want to add your scores of the game tomorrow, you can add it on the chat. That's okay. I had them winning like 28, 13, 14, something like that, but now I think it's going to be closer because of the injury of this team. Who knows? Maybe Tua opens up with throwing bombs to Tyreek Hill and Waddle, and our defense come back and we blow this team out. I mean, who knows? No, I mean nobody knows. It's just yeah. I'm gonna be here for probably 50 more minutes, guys. If you haven't joined in or got into the chat, you can say anything you want in the chat. Any question you want me to ask you, any, and I can answer you the best I can. So, but yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait for the season, guys. Hopefully, Miami does something good tomorrow. So, any scores, let me know. I mean, what can I tell you? All right, Carlos says Miami, 35-17. If they score 35 points tomorrow, I'll be jumping on this chair. Don't know if the Colts are going to allow that much points, but that's your opinion. That's not bad at all. But hey, who knows, right? Who knows, guys? All right, so Miami is second and goal at the BCU 5-yard line. So if they score a touchdown, they'll be up 28-3 with 44 seconds left. So once again, I hope you guys are having a great weekend, man. What's left of it tomorrow is Sunday, so hopefully we could enjoy the full swing. Miami did score a touchdown, so it's now 27-3, pending the extra point. You know what's funny? I'm surprised my Wi-Fi is working. Surprised that my Wi-Fi is working, believe it or not. Because we also having kind of bad weather down here too, guys. So then we have the cold front coming in next week, which is a great thing. Can't wait for the cold front. Can't stand this heat down here. All right, so the extra point is good. So it's 28-3 for the Miami Hurricanes. Cap Life, he opened up with a victory here when it says Miami led 7-0. I said, wow, already? But I'm checking for my updates here. Give me a second. I do get updates here. Well, that's a big score, 38-20. Can the Dolphins score that high? Don't know, guys. They probably could do it. Who knows? Who knows? Tua might get a hot hand on opening day. Remember, Tua threw 6 touchdowns against the Ravens, and he was down big time in that game. I do have confidence in Tua this year, man. I don't know why. I feel that he's going to have a good year this year. But once again, stay healthy, right? We got to stay healthy. But I believe Tua is going to have a good year. I think Tua is going to. I mean, I haven't put my MVP, but I believe Tua is going to win the MVP. Now you say, yeah, I might be crazy, but I think he deserves it. I mean, he led the league 2 years ago in passing, so I'm surprised they gave it to somebody else. You know, Lamar Jackson and Allen has MVPs, right? But none of them have won Super Bowl. Figure that one out. And Hurst took the Super Bowl and beat Kansas City last year, and he won the that award. That's how weird the NFL is. See, anything can happen, guys. Anything can happen. ¿Cómo estás, Jaladín? See, now my camera is doing the same thing. Well, I think when my camera overheats, it starts flicking. I don't know why it starts flicking. Jaladín, mañana, I'm trying to tell Jaladín, tomorrow the game, I go live at 12:45. Voy a estar en vivo a las 12:45. El juego es a la 1, Miami contra los Chargers. I mean, contra los Colts, no los Chargers, los Colts. I just told him that the game's going to be tomorrow at 1 o'clock, so I'll be going live at 12:45. Miami just went to halftime, 28-3. If anybody have any question or anything at the chat, you could add your question here. Give me your score. What do you think Miami's going to win? How much they're going to win? I'm going to be here, till probably 8:30, and then I'll call it for tomorrow. I'm supposed to do a college report, but hopefully I could do a college report. So if you got your teams, be sure you put your picks. If you don't have to be a Dolphins, but you have other teams that you like, you could. I know I got Pittsburgh Steelers fan in my subscriber. I got Pittsburgh. I got the Atlanta Falcons. I got different teams. So if you're in the chat, you could put your team there. I see Atlanta more improved. I see a lot of teams that are going to improve this year in the National Football League. I have the Commanders winning that division where the Eagles are. It's going to be either Eagles or Commanders. I see the Giants better improve. People don't believe that, but I do see the Giants improve a little bit more. Russell Wilson, as the quarterback, and they got Winston as a backup. So I still believe there's a lot of team out there that's going to improve in this National Football League. I mean, it's a lot of good teams. I think the Green Bay Packers are going to be good. Detroit might have a little downfall, but I still the division. Minnesota, I think, went down. New Orleans, no quarterback. They need a quarterback. Like I say, I think the division is between Atlanta and Tampa Bay. I also have Tampa Bay fans here. That's the division I like. In the AFC, where we at, either Miami or Buffalo, until Miami can prove they could be Buffalo, that's their division. I believe that's their division. So then you have Kansas City, Chargers, and Denver. That's another open division. I think Denver's good. Their defense, I think Chargers are good. Kansas City might have a little slight edge, not much, but now with Worthy getting injured last night, colliding with Kelsey, we don't know what that detail, what's going to happen. What the results are on that one. And then you have the Raiders trading Wilkins. They're not going to be as good as they thought they're going to be, even though they got Geno Smith and the new head coach. I don't think that's going to work out. So it's going to be a lot of good teams that's going to come out. I think the Chicago Bears looks good in that division too, where the Green Bay Packers is. So, like last year, that division right there was good. And suddenly, I think the Bears got better. So, once again, anything can happen, guys. Anything can happen. And like I say, the main thing is stay healthy through the year. When game 14 and you got 3 games left, say because you got 17 games this season, or even week 15 or 13. If you're already up in your division, rest your players, get healthy for the playoffs. But of course you got to take your divisional win. Uh, it's hard to do. And then the commissioner said they're about to expand one more game, so it's going to be an 18-game season instead of 17 games. Don't know how they're going to do that, but that's what they're planning to do. So, like I say, football, that's why you play week to week. The schedule of the Dolphins, and I'm looking at their schedule, is they got a lot of prime time game. Okay, it is hard. Once again, you go to Indy, you come home with the New England Patriots. Then I think you got the Buffalo Bills. Then the Jets. I'm quite sure. 3 divisional games out of the 4 when you start the season. It's gonna be tough, guys. But this is the advantage Miami could take. You win these games by the end of the season because they have a tough schedule coming at the end of the season with the Pittsburgh, with the Bengals, with the Chargers. After they go to overseas, they got Washington. They got also the Ravens. It's going to get tough. So this is the point that the Dolphins could start either 7-1, the first 8 games, or they could go 6-1, the first 7 games. This is where it really concerns me of the Dolphins. How fast can they start? On paper, they look. I'm not gonna lie to you. They look good on paper. It's not as bad as we think they are, but anyhow, I'll be here 5 more minutes, guys. If you want to join in, have any questions, you can add it to the chat. I'll answer you my best as I can. So, but listen, tomorrow it's the big day, man. The big day. Tomorrow will be Miami. Actually, let me get the NFL schedule for tomorrow, so you guys can have the NFL schedule here. I should have popped it up here, but give me a second. Let me get it here. Give me a second, guys and girls. And all right, let me get here. All right, here we go. Okay, I don't want that. All right, here we go. All right, here's my the games for tomorrow. So all right, tomorrow's game, and this is it, and then I'll be leaving out of here. Tomorrow's game will be Buccaneers at Falcon. That's at 1 o'clock. We have Bengals at Browns. That's at 1 o'clock. Dolphins and Colts. That's at 1 o'clock. Raiders and Patriots. That's at 1 o'clock. Cardinals and Saints. That's at 1 o'clock. Steelers and Jets. That's going to be a good game. That's at 1 o'clock. We have Giants at the Commanders at 1 o'clock. We have Panthers and Jaguars at 1 o'clock. We have Titans and Broncos at 4:05. 49ers and Seahawks at 4:05. Lions and Packers at 4:25. Texans and Rams at 4:25. And then the night game, which is a good one, and this is going to be a tough game for the Bills, the Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. And then that's on Sunday night. And then Monday night, Vikings and Bears. So there you have it, guys. That is your NFL schedule for tomorrow. Once again, I want to thank everybody that joined the chat. Listen, you guys have a blessed Sunday. Listen, we're going for for a victory against the Colts tomorrow. So you guys have a blessed one. And once again, man, fins up. Thank you so much for everybody joining. Have a nice night.